he's been awesome on the offensive end. He had a look in his eye when he was warming up, and I expected him to play well. I'm not sure if I expected him to play this well.
Well, one guy, Jeff Adrian, did start to pick it up in the final 6 or 7 minutes of the first half and make his presence felt.
Yeah, and Jeff Adrian's a workhorse. He's going to continue to work every night. Always going to give you that double-double. So right now, the first 5 minutes is very important for both teams, especially for Buffalo, to try to come out here and keep the momentum going. And this crowd, wouldn't they love to knock off the #2 ranked UConn Huskies?
Absolutely.
And then go knock off Ball State tomorrow for the MAC championship at Ford Field?
That would be quite a double. Bulls control the second half basketball as they get it back to Watt. He was one of the starters. And now is Betts. He drives the lane, and Thabit gets a piece of that.
And how frustrating must it be to go to the rim, think you have a wide open shot.
Adrian with a good quick turnaround basket off a nice feed, and that's the way the second half begins as UConn takes the lead. 34-32. We're in the opening minute of the second half here in Buffalo, along with John Celestin. I'm John Sanders, our outstanding crew. Off the body, and it's going to stay at the Buffalo end.
And I think that was a good look right there by Watt. I don't think Betts knew he was as wide open as he was. He had a layup right there. He's just cutting through. Got to keep your head up, young fella.
34-32, UConn. Trying to get it going in the second half. Shot clock at 10. Betts on a drive, pulls up for a three, nailed it.
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that shot right there. Time running out. I mean, very poised Buffalo team, well coached. Reggie Witherspoon has this team prepared to take on this Huskies team. I mean, the shot clock running down. There's no, right here, you just use the pick and roll. You see the beat doesn't hedge out high enough, and he just drains the three. Very calm, that's collected.
Betts' first basket of the night. Now Thabit, who was 2 of 3 in the first half from the stripe, comes up short.
And the Bulls had an 83-73 win over Temple a couple of days ago.
They played great in that game.
And they've had success against Big East teams. They beat Rutgers in 2005, South Florida in 2007. As we spoke about, lost to Pitt in 2006, only by 3 points.
It's a game they should have won. 18:40 remaining here in the second half. Thabit missed a pair, so it's still a 1-point Buffalo lead. Knocked away by Thabit. Racing back the other way is Dyson. He's got some help from Adrian. This is a three on the way from the corner, and it is good. A great shot that time by Price, his second three-pointer of the game. It's UConn again. Thabit comes up with a loose ball.
And this is where UConn can hurt you. If they start to get out in transition, they start to force turnovers. This is their type of basketball game, and a nice crossover right there by Price.
Kind of a bad pass, but it wound up in the hands of Adrian.
And AJ upset with himself for not making the clean pass right there, but a heck of a crossover move, showing you that he's starting to get that rhythm back. Watch him right here. Well, we missed the crossover, but tries to make the pass to Adrian, and maybe a little bit of a bounce pass right there would have been better suited.
Adrian trying to add to the lead. Does. Got a nice touch for a big guy, doesn't he?
Oh, yes.
He's in double figures again with 10. Thabit already had his double-double at halftime with 11 rebounds and 10 points. Excuse me, 12 points. Somebody was in the lane too soon.
And I think that was Mr. Betts.
I think it was.
You can get away with that in the NBA, but not in college basketball. Getting in that lane too early.
He moved in front of Thabit in a hurry, didn't he?
Well, I think I would too. All 7'3" of them.
Put that body right in there, but I think we've got the same thing.
And I didn't see that
this time it's Boudreau. Going to keep him at the foul line. See, those two guys are on the same side as Thabit, and it's obvious what you got to try to do.
Yeah, they don't want to run any extra laps tomorrow in practice. They want to make sure they box out number 34. And just trying to keep him off that glass, a tall task.
Well, he missed again. Finally snatching the rebound is Betts. Here comes Gamble. Pierce with it. Starts to move baseline. That's blocked. Out of bounds, and it'll be Buffalo basketball.
And when you take that ball up against the beat, you have to get your body into his. And what the beat does is he waits until you release the basketball, like so many good shot blockers. Doesn't leave his feet, waits till the ball is already out of your hand. Watch him right here. He waits till the ball's released, then he goes up and gets it. That's what makes him such an effective shot blocker.
That's a 2 from outside. Second field goal here in the second half for Betts. Makes it a 1-point game again.
And Betts can heat up. He's a 6th man of the year.
It'll be UConn ball after the drive by Jerome Dyson comes up empty, and A.J. Price is going to check back for the Huskies. Dyson will go to the bench.
And you see this crowd starting to get into the game.
Adrian against Watt, turns, lays it up and in.
And Adrian just gives Watt a tough shoulder right there. Watt just crumbles to the ground, showing you the strength in Mr. Adrian.
Gamble to Betts. Boudreau. 17-17 to play. Pierce with a drive and a finish.
And see, Pierce learned from that last block shot by Thabit. That time he got his body into Thabit, not allowing the big fella to jump and finish the play. Excellent move by Pierce.
Handling now out in front is Walker. Pierce on him. Crossover dribble. Walker dumps it down inside to Thabit. Misses the shot. Scramble for the loose ball, and the Bulls have it.
Thabit's back in transition. You got to push that ball up.
Boudreau is fouled on the play.
And you see the Bulls taking advantage of Thabit being down the court under the basket. 5-on-4. It's not many times you're going to get a good look at the basket. You see Thabit in the background, way in the background trailing, and right there, the nice pass up court.
Well, Dyson's going to check back in as Boudreau goes to the line. The junior foul, Quebec, Canada. You see his season numbers.
And anytime you can shoot 57% from the field, your playing time is warranted.
Yeah, it also means you're probably getting fairly close to the basket, too.
Layups and dunks.
He made one from outside, though, earlier. 16:40 to go in the game.
And you have to think, with Buffalo hanging around in this game, the longer and longer they hang around, the more confident they become.
Price from outside, bending off, tipped out of bounds, and I believe it's going to be UConn basketball. Boudreau touched it last. Buffalo back on top by 1. It's 41-40. 16:29 to go. The lead has changed hands 10 times. We've only had a couple of ties. Like they are now. They were on odd and even numbers, and the push from behind will go on Mike Mitchell-Watt. It'll be his first foul.
And if you're the UConn Huskies, you have to be wondering, are they just waiting for that run to happen? And sometimes you wait, and every once in a while it doesn't come.
Adrian helps out, way out in front, hands it off to Craig Ostry. Tell you what, Pierce is a determined young man, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
Price from outside. Well short, loose ball. Thabit had it, lost it off his leg out of bounds. Goes to Buffalo.
And I think that was a tough shot coming off the curl right there by Price. Tough three, and Thabit couldn't corral the basketball. And this crowd is starting to sense that they could possibly get a victory in here. Student section standing up.
Betts, who's been good in the second half, walked on a drive. That's partially blocked. And Adrian gets the held ball. So it'll be UConn basketball. They'll head toward their own bench. 41-40. The Buffalo Bulls are still hanging around. It's getting a little tough inside. We've got a good one in Buffalo.